Hello, folks, and welcome back to this walkthrough and speed run for Chris Sawyer's Locomotion. We've been making good progress on the challenging stages here. I know I've been going mostly in chronological order, but I think a treat is in order. We're going to do one of my favorite scenarios, rails against roads. As you may be able to tell from the title, the objective here is basically to be the top company while only using rail transportation. The landscape is randomly generated, and it does look a little bit like aerophobia in terms of how the mountains are created, but we're going to be just fine. We're starting in the 1950s. This is yet another English-based. I said Swiss Alps. This is did I? I don't even remember anymore. Anyway, there's lots of hills. That's the only thing to worry about. The landscape is randomly generated every time. Towns are not too big. Passengers are still going to be the best way to get things rolling, though. So we're going to not delay. We're going to build some quick hit train routes and get some quick profits right off the bat. So without further ado, let's get it popping. Just a quick note about the locomotives we have available. Electrical multiple unit is still going to be the best at this point for moving passengers. Yeah, it only tops out at 50 miles an hour, but the passenger carriage here at 48, it's all right, but you can't really do a whole lot of mail. Like I don't even think there is a mail car at this stage in the Great Britain landscape version or available wagons and train vehicles. So we're going to go electrical multiple unit. 50 miles an hour, we're not going to miss out on too much. And it'll help us move mail, and we should be all right. Come to think of it, I forgot we do have the Stainer Coronation Pacific here. 90 miles an hour does make a bit of a difference. This the passenger carriage only tops out at 60. So that's really the the deciding factor. So it's 10 more miles an hour worth not being able to move mail and also needing significantly more of these things. This is a lot cheaper to maintain per month. The objective is to just have a profit of 100 grand from vehicles. So those electrical multiple units will definitely be more powerful. I don't think the extra speed there is going to make too much of a difference. So we're going to rock with it and see what happens. So without further ado, let's get this cranking. As always, need to get our favorite colors here, orange and blue. They've been on a really rough stretch lately. Kind of broken up about it, but that's baseball, I guess. Whoops. I guess that's how we're going to start things off. Oops. All right. I'd love to keep this elevated here, and I think I will actually, because I want to be able to get out over this town anyway. Now, I forget if something is going to come along that's going to blow out the electrical multiple unit. Jeez. We're off to a pretty crappy start so far. Think we can sneak through there? Yeah, that's just a fountain. And now we're into that part. Terrific, terrific. We can get 3 multiple units on there if we really want to. I'm doing the steel girder bridge just because, very sloppy today. In case there's something that comes along that is going to be way faster, I want to be future-proofed for it. So, didn't mean to do that. That should be all we need, and then it's smooth sailing. Of course, we've gone through all our cash, no surprise there. We'll start with 2. I think that's going to be totally fine. And I just want to get a sense of how good this is going to be for us. We picked up 85 passengers out of a total possible 200. It's So it's no joke. We're definitely going to get there pretty quickly, profit-wise. All right, but enough of that. Let's keep building. So again, we can only use trains, which means trains and trams. If you noticed before, this is basically all we get. Vehicle-wise, we can't even use boats or anything of the like. Airplanes, I guess, would be the other one. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that could actually go too fast. So like the Standard Coronation Pacific is not really going to help us out too much. I mean, it's a great locomotive. It's very fast, obviously. It got a lot of power, but we just don't really have too much of a need for it at this point. We're going to keep moving. Let's see. Cost us a decent amount of money. I'd love to do another passenger train, but I don't want to sink all of our investment into that. They are going to be pretty quick, I guess, in the end of the day. Let's have some fun. Eddieton is next up. Where's Puddleberry? That wouldn't be too terrible. We might need 2 tracks for that, though, and I don't know if I want to invest in that just yet, so we're gonna not do that just yet. Let's just check. Yeah, the electrical multiple, it's only 300 horsepower. That's just only 60 tons, though. Yeah, it should be fine to just power itself up and down hills. Not too worried about that. Be good. Gonna be a really wonky train line. I guess I could make it a larger catchment area. I'm just not for this point in time because I think I can still get a decent amount here, and I want the rest of the town to be covered by a larger train. Or a larger, like a more profitable, longer distance train route at some point. Don't know why I backed out of that. Extremely weird. I'll start with one. If we start seeing this really, like, run up crazy numbers with a product, that'll we'll add more to it. This train, like, I could definitely justify having a second one just to keep the ratings high, but they're not doing too bad. I'll leave it as is for the moment. I don't really need to be concerned about that because we're going for profit for vehicles, which means we got to build quickly. We could link up these station or these towns at some point, I guess, but we're going to get a little bit of a cash flow going now. And at this point, let's see if there's any other obvious towns we could do. Puddleberry is actually growing a bit. Yeah, over to Teddyton would be great. See, most of it's just like in this one downtown area. It's not ideal. I'll save that for a little later. A lot of coal mines here. If we had a steel, well, we do have a coal power plant, so it's actually not a terrible idea. Oh, the tricky thing is that we can't get all 3 because we can't really go through here. We could make a giant elevated station, but this might even be more than 15. We could fit it, but it would be extremely far apart. Only 6 tons of coal? Goodness me. That one's not even worth getting. All right, so these 2 is where we will definitely focus. Cannot build through here, unfortunately. We don't need our electrical 3rd rail. It's just such a long way. I don't know if I can justify it right now. Let's build this other passenger train. As promised. Where do I even want to go with it? I think I want to go this way. I'm going to keep this as a brick bridge because oh boy. I'm actually expecting, we're going to be fine with the passenger stuff later. I'm fully expecting this to, what's the word? Be like a junction situation, so I'm not worried about the speed and anything at the moment. We're going to have to cut through this a little later, but... Oh, actually, we don't. How about that? We're going all the way here to Puddlebury. Nice spot there. Of course, it's not exactly the direction we want to go, but... yeah, how about that? We can sneak one in right here. That's actually terrific. And I forgot we need to get our electrical third rail going. Guess I should have been not using the brick bridges there. Oh well. It's not, again, it's not going to make a difference for a long time. I actually don't know how long this scenario will take and where our time is going to end up from a vehicle availability standpoint. So we just need to join through there. That shouldn't be too bad. 64 and 64, so we shouldn't need to change elevation anymore. Of course. Just not even gonna fuck with that right now, actually. Everywhere we turn. This is insane. You've got to be joking. And we need a little bit more money. Yeah, I mean, talk about profitability. Like this is how you do this. We're so high up on our profit from vehicles. Oops. All right, that wasn't as bad as I thought. The second line is going to be what sucks. What the heck we'll do for? We can afford it. I guess we can't. Well, I guess at this point we just wait because we definitely do not have enough money to get our next next line going. So it made that trip in 20 days. That's honestly fine for a passenger train. So mail, we're obviously going to be doing very poorly. Passengers, It's not actually horrible. So that's a new electrical multiple unit. It's not like that much better, but this one, so this is what I was thinking of. This one does go 75 miles an hour. Very marginal. Actually, it's not even more expensive because it's just the cost of the electricity, and that is actually the same. So we're going to do some quick upgrades. The profit of this guy is going to go up pretty decently. And our other train is... This is the part where like little bits like this do make a difference. A train that has to slow down to deal with that, it's just not ideal. Now that I have to say, that's a terrible acceleration. But it does zip along there. I mean, look at that. Obviously, going up the hill is not the greatest, but yeah, we're gonna see the new speed records coming all over the place. So we've got a decent cash flow. We're gonna be done with our loan very soon, and we're gonna be able to have some fun. So I'm glad we went with this longer train route. I think actually as it turns out, the electrical multiple unit is going to end up being better here because surprise, surprise, it goes 75 miles an hour. So without further ado, let's get to constructing. And that's going to be right up against the side of the earth there, so that was a little bit of a mistake, but that's where we got to be. We'll actually put that there. Make this come out, and now we've just altered where we're building our track, so happy days. And something like this is just going to be a gigantic thorn in our side. We should try to avoid that, but it's just going to be too much. It's not worth the effort. We actually ran out of money there for a second. That's kind of funny. Yep, we are out of money. It's not paying attention. That's extremely unfortunate. We're racing the train here because we don't want it to turn around. Wow, unbelievable. That was terrible. So we do have to block this off just a little bit. Is England, so sure oh, he's already chosen that side, so that's what it'll be. And that's what we wanted anyway. Oh my goodness. Just gonna do this to be cute. There's really no grand reason, but I like it when they sort of line up. And when that other train arrives, we're gonna... Oh my, did I not complete the track there? Oh, you know what the problem is? We're not all electrified. And away we go. We're going to replace this train with the faster variety in a moment. Oops, did not mean to do that. I meant to start this train. Alright, so we're like almost done with the challenge. I mean, we're 43% of the way there. We're just having really profitable lines. This should be able to wrap this up fairly easily. Now that we have like a decent cash flow, we could look at that coal situation. Don't remember where that was. I think it was right here, yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit more palatable. The hills are not great. I'm kind of inclined to just tunnel the whole way through. I think that's what I'm going to do, sadly. Yeah, we're going to run out of money very quickly, it seems. I think that should be enough. Alright, so we barely get both there. Oh, we're hemorrhaging money. This is a bad idea. We're going to maybe pause on this for a sec. Yeah, passion project when we have a little bit more cash in the bank. However, we do have these trams available, which aren't they're not horrible. 300 horsepower. The thing only weighs 19 tons. It can handle these hills no problem. Let's maybe do that. We'll have a little fun with some trams. It's not going to be a stupid long route, but it'll be something. I'm going to put a lot of this money back away. Did not realize how much we were hemorrhaging money there. That was hysterical. It just disappeared. It's like, what? That is the cost of doing tunnels. It'll be worth it. We have to work up to it. Meanwhile, we're seeing some decent stuff here that I missed. I just don't think that's necessarily worthwhile. Just too short. For trucks, it's not bad, but trains, I don't think so. I think, where did I just saw a steel mill. Yeah, so this could be something we explore. 210 tons of coal. We should have the other hopper wagon. Yeah, the one that's 25 tons, so a bit more efficiency there. Oh, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a shot. Now that wagon only goes 60, so we don't need anything more than the brick bridge. This whole situation is just irritating. I'd like to just come right around with it like that, not have to worry about anything else. I'm gonna see if I could cut it through here. We're officially in that realm of don't try this at home, kids. Yep, I cut it a little bit too much, of course. It's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, this has been a bit of a headache here. Jeez. I mean, really what we should have done is just go up here. And now it can come through, and this should not be a problem for us. That's going to be a bit of a problem, so we will simply do this. The acceleration on these trams is just ridiculous. I mean, the turnaround notwithstanding, like, thing just shoots across there. Obviously, very low speed, but faster than buses right now, which is nice. Ah, of course, I forgot about that. That'll let us cross over there as well. Exactly what we want. Boy, it's not going to be a clean, clean situation there. We've got a lot of action going on here. I've been kind of bad about doing our headquarters, but our headquarters is going to be right there. So once again, we'll get a little tram going, because why not? Oops. We don't want that, actually. It's worth getting out here a little bit more just to make it, well, it's a bigger catch. It's a longer distance. Wow, 55 passengers, 40 miles an hour. But is it worth the extra $2,000 in purchase price? Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Booyah, that's exactly what we wanted. I'm fine if this is not row. Of course, coal is going to be really bad. Oops. We'll do 9 because it fits in the station with 9. Oh my goodness, messing up all over the place. There we are. So very sorry to those homes right there, but we got to get our trains rolling. And that's not going to be a pretty junction, but could be our intersection, but we're not going to do that. We don't need this electric third rail, but there is another locomotive that comes out that could be potentially way better than steam. I don't know when it comes out, though. I'm breaking the cardinal rule. Oh, I do have a train. Never mind. I am not breaking the cardinal rule. Of course, as I say that, I'm like nowhere equipped to handle that as a with the brick bridges here. Did I need to go all the way down? Probably not. I'm gonna send this guy on his way because I don't want to deal with the bullshit while on the tracks there. So we are going to need this. I don't like the lack of symmetry, but it'll work out. What we need is for this to be here. That allows us to go like this. Easy peasy. And like that. And we want this to be our coming back line. Counter to the natural way that the Great Britain railroads would look, but we're doing this because we have a lot of more significant elevation changes. And what's very unfortunate is that this train didn't even get a full load and it went back and forth. So I'm actually not even going to worry about blocking anything until we're we have a need for it. No, it's just a waste. Like, sure, we could build this out. But yeah, we're gonna unfortunately have to put a pin in that. We're still at 43% because we've had a few not so profitable vehicles. These trams are actually doing great. This one tram is our most profitable. I think it's because of the longest distance. It's only doing a couple passengers. But we gotta probably stick with our guns. These long passenger trains are gonna be what is. Actually, this is just our first one. Would be sweet if we can get a little bit more going here. Oh, that really sucks because these are intersections. We can't build on them. Of course, that would happen. I feel like our number is like way down. Yeah, it's not ideal there. Stupid tunnel. Whose idea was that? What an embarrassment. I mean, the tracks are still there. Once we start making money, it should be all right. Now we're just looking for other stuff. Oil rig. The funny thing about this is that like we just end up so much better than all the other companies because trains are just way better. And I think that's why they made the challenge like this instead of roads against rails. It's rails against roads. This guy's cute, trying to steal our business there. I actually admire that. Like that's a no snubbing your nose at that. Ah, I can't build tram track on that road. That's way unfortunate. Ha! That's really interesting. I've never actually seen that before. And we can't do that, of course. We can swing it around there. So yeah, I don't know if I've really talked a lot about trams at all. Basically, the idea is you want, yeah, the elevation gain there is just scary. Those are all junctions? Oh no, we're ruining ourselves here. Let's, yeah, it's just loading and unloading. That's just unfortunate. Actually, yeah, we can go a lot farther, so this could be a pretty profitable one. Right, so the idea is you cannot build stations on junctions, same way as you can't do that with buses. So because trams need to be on essentially like a closed loop, they also need to... What? I think that tram might have just made money for that other... Is that possible? Hold on. I've never seen that before. Is Puddleberry... Oh, I did put a stop there. That's right. I totally forgot that we did this from forever ago. We do not need it there anymore. We're going to just do that nice long stretch. Right, so anyway, trams need a turnaround track. That's, oops, that's this piece right here, and I put it at the ends. I like to put that in the junctions, and the reason is because you can't build the station there anyway, so you might as well do what is the most effective, like make the best use of the space. Anyway, that's enough about that. Probably boring shit anyway. All right, let's do train from there to there. Because why not? See, it's very tempting to tunnel, but I know how expensive it is now, and I cannot justify it. We won't lose like a ton of money doing this, but the elevation is a little scary. Going through there is actually not horrible, so maybe we can do this. Oopsies. Or we could just stay elevated, nothing wrong with that. Wow, we missed there really badly. Now we could go straight ahead there. I'm gonna cut it over. I like the bigger catchment area. It was fun while it lasted. There's no reason not to have two. Just in case these stations start getting a little crazy. I mean, already 27 passengers, who knows where that could lead us. Alright, so we're a little bit more on track here. We just need to keep throwing down trains. Like, we had a great stretch before, and then I've been kind of dropping the ball here. I'm probably missing a few obvious things too. Yeah, like there's this grain to this food processing plant. That's actually not terrible if this farm does a decent amount. 300 tons in December. That's not too shabby at all. I guess flat ground there helped us out. Yeah, it's a decent bit. We should be all right. $112 feet. I think we're just gonna try to sneak by right here. Hell no. And again, these cars cannot go that fast, so there's no reason for us to be doing that. It's just gonna cause headaches later. That goes straight across. That's beautiful. Nope. That's nice. I think we'll be able to get away with just one here. One nice and long train. Ooh, the Mark I passenger carriage. We don't have anything where we're doing this, but it does go 90 miles an hour, so this makes it a little nicer if we had some of those other trains. Anyway, we have to focus. 10. 10 should be fine. Ah! We're not going to bother with the passengers at all. Does this really not accept... there was no grain. That's why. They're not kidding. Wow. The name of the game is Profit, so I'm going to actually upgrade our trains here. And we've got this train here, which of course just connected at the station. We'll keep an eye on this guy. And this train is just flying. And yeah, the brick bridges there obviously are a big thorn in the side, but we are going to start seeing some really nice numbers soon. We'll try to space these trains out a little bit. They're about the same age, so they should break down about the same amount. All right, so we're a little farther along there. And look, we've actually got a decent amount of money. We could finish that coal train from forever ago. I think it's on this side of the map. Yep. Oh, we actually made a decent bit of progress. We'll go up with this one and down with this one. Oops. Just barely miss it. That's so unfortunate. And we'll have to get a second lineup pretty quickly. I don't think we'll get an issue of the second line being in the way. Yeah, we are all good there. Love that. Nice and smooth. Just like we planned. That's a pretty sloppy intersection, but that's what it is, I guess. At least there's no maximum speed in tunnels, so we should be able to get a... Oh, and would you look at that? $100,000. Just barely made it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. 3 years, 9 months. Would have liked to get a few more trains on this line because a lot of coal to be won and lost there. Actually, really no. Once again, I'm just enthralled by the efficiency of these vehicles. Like we'd maybe be able to get just one more, but yeah, that's insane. I'd like to see what this comes up with. I mean, yeah, it's 47 days, so the profit's not exact there, but that last one was in 20 days, so we should see this profit go way, way, way up. Yeah, another 20 days, another 34 grand. Let's just see what it gets to at the end of the year. Yeah, 24,000. Can't beat that. As just a quick review, passenger trains tend to win. They're just great. Upgrade your vehicles when you can. Build your lines for the future. And yeah, that's basically it. Like even these trains here, they haven't existed a lot. Big reason that these are not like number one profitable. I think it's just because the high monthly cost. It's not that much, but if you compare it to a similar train, I mean it's half price. So, well, it does end up only being a couple $100. So I guess I take that back. But anyway, yeah, it has been fun for sure. Where's that headquarters at? Oh yeah, right here. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for jamming, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, y'all.